Island residents can barely contain their excitement as the Island Joe's Coffee and Gallery had its soft opening this weekend, but instead of regular brick and mortar, the cafe was built in shipping containers. Our Taylor Alaniz shares the reason behind this concept.
A gloomy Sunday afternoon, the perfect time to study, catch up with friends, or drink a good old cup of joe. But these baristas aren't brewing in any old cafe.
This is the first thing built out of shipping containers in South Texas.
They're serving customers at the brand new Island Joe's Coffee and Gallery.
The last 2 days have been two of our biggest days we've ever had.
Inspired by missionary work, owner Brian Tumlinson opened a cafe on the island 4.5 years ago.
We were looking at different ways to help fund a feeding program that we got involved in.
Every week, a percentage of sales goes to helping feed close to 350 people in the Dominican Republic. Tumlinson knew his business was outgrowing its space, so he started sketching an idea.
10 shipping containers. It's 5 40-foot containers and 5 20-foot containers.
For months, its construction caused quite the stir.
They're coming from all over the world. People are interested in building things like this.
And also caught the attention of Corpus Christi resident Ben Herndon and his wife.
All the building going up, and we had thought about possibly retiring and building a container home.
Tumlinson says they hired subcontractors like electricians and plumbers, but for the most part, it was a family project.
My son did all the welding, all the cutting.
Upstairs are 6 office spaces Tumlinson plans to rent out. But for now, it's brewing as usual.
I was actually blown away. It's really pretty, it's so different, and it still feels like homey.
A family-built business, shipping the island into the future.
To see your vision of something and complete it, which is amazing.
Taylor Alaniz, 3 News.